welcome to another episode of Fundamental Analysis. Before we get started, this is our standard disclaimer, so let's get started. Let me give you the brief market update, what has happened this week and how we are looking the next week. FIIs still were the net buyer in the cash market. They brought around 7,400 crores of equity, and DII on the other hand were again the net seller, and they sold around 4,173 crores of equity. Nifty this week made a low of 13,812, so it acted as a very strong support and immediately took a bounce back from there and was able to get back to that 14,000 psychological level. And Nifty also made a high of around 14,050, which was acting as a resistance, so it was not able to cross that particular point. And at the moment, the highest open interest as of now is at 14,000, so which may act as a strong resistance before Nifty can reach to, let's say, 14,500. Auto companies will release their December sales volume data in the first week of January, as we discussed the last time. So please keep an eye on that. And also, now the recovery for the daily infection has increased, and currently the total number of daily infection is coming under less than 22,000. So on the COVID front also, India is seeing a uptick, and the number of infections are going down on day-to-day basis. Then the important thing happening this week is that RBI on Thursday said that it will conduct simultaneous purchase and sales of government security from the open market operations for about 10,000 crores. So they just want to also pump in some of the liquidity into the market. So they are putting 10,000 crores there. At the moment, India VIX came off around 2.04%, and it's currently at 19.56. If you don't know what is India VIX, it's a volatility index. So how much market is going up and down is generally governed by this index. On our stocks, CDSL, there were not major any news. However, the stock price saw a uptick. So if you see, the price was around 161. It ended. So I'm still very bullish on this stock going forward as the lockdown and the coronavirus restrictions are removed. People will turn up for gaming, go to Goa, and then also go to casinos where they will earn their major share of revenue. So I'm quite bullish on this one. But India, not major price movement here, just 6 rupees uptick during the week. However, now at Bangalore airport, they are using their Abbott ID now test for testing it, and currently the price is 2,400 rupees. So it's kind of a positive news for Abbott India. More number of people do the test, the more is the revenue for the company. Berger Paint, nothing much. However, there was a quite drastic price improvement this week. So here I have a note for you. So hold this counter with a caution because price has increased a lot, almost 100 rupees since we started looking at into the portfolio. So currently the price is at 767.05 rupees. Moving to Britannia, here also no major news. The stock is under consolidation at the moment. If you see that the current price is 3567.80, which is a bit lower than the previous price and also a bit lower since we have started the portfolio. This has been now the dragger into our portfolio. However, I would say stick to this stock, and hopefully this will also start performing if Nifty continues to perform. WABAG, There was a news this week that WABAG will be using advanced technologies in the post-COVID world. They have started to increase use of technology and artificial intelligence for their water treatment products. So in a way, good, it will reduce the manual labor cost. More and more technology into the system will reduce the cost for the company and also for the consumers of this particular company's products. There was a uptick and the price closed at around 211 rupees this week. And really, I'm also very bullish on this particular stock. So perfect for our portfolio. Union Bank of India, as you know, last week we were thinking to change this stock with something else, but I still feel that this sector, public sector bank sector, is still really undervalued, and there was a huge delivery for this stock, and demand for this stock is now increasing because people feel that this is really undervalued. So I would stick to this as of now. And the shareholder of Union Bank also on Wednesday approved that they can raise up to 6,800,000 crore equity to fund their business growth. So really positive news. And on the downside, there was a news that Delhi High Court has directed the bank at the moment to maintain the status quo in matter of RCOM. So RCOM is has taken loan from the bank, and at the moment it's kind of not returning that loan. So it's a bit negative at the moment why the High Court has done that way, but that's how it is. But still, with this bad news, I would say that we can maintain a hold on this stock. ITC had a news this week. They have opened their first hotel, welcome hotel in Himachal Pradesh in Shimla. So they say that demand for travel to the local destination will increase. And also in Greater Chennai Corporation has ordered ITC Grand Chola, one of their hotels, not to hold any banquet or public gatherings for the next 10 days after 85 people in the hotel have tested for COVID positive. So all this hotel industry has been hit hard by the COVID-19. However, I think the things will improve and all these things will go away. But still, these kind of news hits the stock prices and also uh, bit of bad news for the company. However, on the other, I think FMCG business and other businesses are still doing great. So hopefully good. This has been laggard for around 3, 4, 5 years now. And if you see, similar trend was what was with the Reliance, and suddenly when it started, it never looked back. So we also expect the similar moment in ITC. Hopefully things will improve and we will see a price movement here. Then on REC, there was no major news. However, the stock price was a bit up around 70 pesos from the last week closing. ATFL, I think this was a major kicker in our portfolio, up around 6 to 7%. So if you see, the price closed around 877.50 paisa from the previous, so around 1750 rupees up from the previous weekly close. How our portfolio looks this week. So if you see, at the end of this week we have 110,854, which is about 2.12% up from the day we started, and this week our portfolio was up 2.97. That's like a good increase when we compare to Nifty. And if you see, our portfolio at the moment is divided almost equally, around 10,000 in each stock, and only exception is about India. But this week we will change our portfolio a bit, and how we will change is through this method. Let's see how it looks like. So we will be changing the weightage of our stock. We are not deleting or adding any stock. We could do this as we go forward, but at the moment I don't think we need to remove any stock. What we do is, since in the last week, if you see, we had 1,10,854. So this week also, with the same money, what we have done is we have added 11 stocks for CDSL. We have sold 4 stock in DELTACORP. Then Burgeon Paint also we have increased from 15 to 25. BRITANNIA we have reduced 1. WABAG also we have reduced 11. Union Bank, which has been lagger in our portfolio, we have reduced this to half, so 149 what we will have. ITC also we have reduced to 30. REC also we have reduced to 40, and ATFL we have increased from 13 to 20. So this is how our portfolio looks. So if you see, currently CDSL is now weighting 14.87, Abbott India 14.21, Berger Paint around 17% of our portfolio, and then followed by ATFL. So the stocks which are doing good, we are increasing their weightage, and the stocks which are lagging behind, we are bit dropping it. So this is how our portfolio looks like. Currently we now left with, so we have taken around 7 rupees off from our portfolio. So if you compare 54 to, yeah, around 9 rupees or so we have taken, so that's fine. But currently we are still there with this money. Let's see how this portfolio weightage will behave now going forward. Okay, and if we see overall, this is how our December month looked. We closed the portfolio with a gain of 2,797, and week on week it was up to 2,761. Okay, so this is how I will end this video. If you like this video, please give thumbs up if you think that this will help you going forward, and if you would like to have a let's say weekly updates when I upload the video, please think of hitting that subscribe button. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.